What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review season 4, episode 6 of They Say It's a Big Rich Town. I just come from the poorest part. I'm talking about Power Book 2 Ghost, season 4, episode 6. The episode is titled The Devil's Playground. And they're back from their break, and this is the final season. So we're getting those final episodes. And this was a good one. But before I get into that review, shout outs to all my lovely subscribers. You know who you are. Shout outs to you. Leave some comments down below. And if you're new here, welcome. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep this channel doing what? Going and growing. That's right. So now let's get down to this review. It looks like Tariq and Braden have the upper hand on Noma and Kane. Kane is pissed off. Kane can't stand Tariq anyway. Noma can't stand Tariq. But now Tariq has been dibbling and dabbling, tipping and dipping with Noma's daughter, Anya. I think her name is Anya. We see it later on in this episode. So he's mentioning that, your daughter is this and that, and your daughter doesn't know your life of crime, does she? And he said, listen, you're going to stay away from me. You're going to do what I say, because he still has the file from Agent Young that implicates Noma's criminal history. And her daughter is not aware of that. He said, listen, let me tell you something. If something happened to me or Braden, I'm going to see to it that this information gets to Anya and to the police. So what's your best interest right now is to back off me, back off us, and that's that. So right now he's got her where he wants her, because he's like, back off, back away. And she's pissed off about it. Meanwhile, as that's happening, Crooked Carter, who in the beginning, before we found that he was crooked, this Detective Carter, played so well by Michael Ealy. He really thinks he's doing God's work, but he is also the devil, because some of the stuff that they're doing is getting out of hand. Him and his crew of corrupt cops, they go to Monet's house because they're pissed off. They want their cut. Monet's not answering the phone. They go in there. We see Diana's doing baby shopping. She done bought all this stuff for the baby. And they come in here, and him and the woman from his crew, nasty, rude, snatching things. She breaks the globe that Diana had, just nasty. And he comes in and he says, listen, y'all gonna tell me who the connect is of this money that y'all, the supply that you stole, whose is it? And, Monet's like, I don't know. She lied. She's saying she don't know who it is. And he's like, listen, you either tell me, and he puts a gun to Diana. And, Monet's like, I really don't know. So now he's like, well, since you don't know, he takes her son. And I'm like, oh, my goodness, this is crazy. And he takes Drew. And he's like, well, now I have a job for Drew. He puts Drew in jail. These people are real corrupt and dirty. Now I'm like, Carter, I can't wait for you to get yours, because you're pissing me off. So they put him in jail, and the thing is, this is what they want. Apparently, one of the dudes survived. He's in jail. So they need Drew to somehow, while in jail, get to that guy and kill him before he can open his mouth and run things and ruin Carter's operation. So that's what Drew is tasked to do. And I'm like, how's he going to do this? And what he does is, we see Drew in jail. He gets into a fight in the cafeteria, which leads them to both being in the section in the hospital. I guess that you call that in prison, the hospital section of the prison. And while there, he is able to suffocate the dude and kill him. But Drew has also overheard some stuff. There's another dude in the jail, right, that was mentioning taking down Carter and going to the FBI. So he calls up Carter's sidekick, one of his sidekicks, and he says, listen, I did what I needed to do for you, but I want some leverage. You're going to leave my family alone. You're going to leave us alone, make me a lieutenant or whatever, because there's another dude in here that's threatening to go to the FBI on y'all, and I can handle him too. But it comes at a price. And the guy was kind of skeptical, but I was like, that was interesting. I did like that turn. I did like that twist. I said, very interesting here. Very interesting at what we're doing. And so I was like, that's going to be interesting. Meanwhile, we have Noma and Kane meeting with Mr. Wiley Adams, making that last payoff for their contract, this government contract that they need. And things seem to be going pretty well. And they're at the restaurant making their deal. Things seem to, and then guns start blazing. Zion, remember Zion? Zion, who had the whole Fight Club fight with Kane a few episodes back and trying to prove himself to Noma, the one that was. Zion came in there and shot up the place and then killed the government official. Now the deal is down the drain. And this is causing some friction between Noma and Kane because she's like, you got me in this mess. Now we got to kill Zion. But here's the twist. Zion is also involved in Carter's thing. He's also in the pocket of Carter, and he has Carter's protection. So Carter tells him, listen, you out here killing innocent civilians. I told you, don't be killing nobody. You keep that to your drug dealers. Because Carter has this sick thing of, as long as it's you drug dealers, y'all can kill each other, whatever, we doing God's work. But when it's the regular people and the government people, now I'm pissed off. So dude was like, Zion knows that Noma's going to try to strike, but he said, listen, I need to get somewhere safe. I need to be safe, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Carter says, okay, dude, go to my safe house. Gets off that phone. Carter's like, tells his sidekick, tells the woman, get rid of him. Get rid of him. I said, yo, these people, everybody's ruthless and crazy. So I'm like, her name is Felicia, by the way. I keep calling her the sidekick. He tells Felicia, get rid of him. Now, on her way to get rid of Zion, Felicia gets a call. Hello, yes. Internal Affairs would like to have a meeting with you this afternoon. So she can't be at two places at one time, right? So she goes back over to Monet's house looking for Monet. Monet's not there. And she goes to Diana. And she's like, Diana, I need your help. I need you to kill somebody. And Diana was like, listen, I'm a college student. I don't kill. And Felicia was like, get out of here with that. Your whole family's a bunch of killers. You're going to kill him, or I'm going to see to it that your brother dies in jail. So what happens, they put that into motion, this whole thing now, that Diana has to go kill Zion. She's like, I'm going to tell you where he's at. You just knock on the door, you do whatever, and you take him out. His guard is going to be down. You take him out. Of course, Diana can't, Dirty Diana, as I call her, Dirty Diana can't do this. She's all distraught. She runs to the school and goes to, Tariq is still working in the bookstore at college. It reminded me, I don't know why that scene reminded me of my college years. Because I too worked, actually, was that a bookstore? Yeah. I worked in the library of y'all didn't ask me this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. When I was in college a gazillion years ago, as my son says, in the 1900s, I worked in the bookstore. I worked in the library. I was right there in the library, and I was, handle it. I don't know, it just flashed me back to that. Anyway, that has nothing to do with this. So anyway, while they're there, Effie sees all this, and Effie's like hating, and then she puts two and two together. She realized that Diana's pregnant by Tariq. And what a conversation that was. A lot of little daggers thrown at each other. And I'm like, and she's pretty much said, you and her having a baby? That's a disaster. And she's right. That's a disaster. That's not a good thing that's going to happen. So after that conversation, Diana actually tells Tariq what the situation is and what she needs help with. And then he realizes, hey, she needs Zion dead. She has to do this for the cop. I could do this for Noma. So he has Davis meet up with Noma. He takes a meeting and says, listen, we'll kill him for you. We'll kill Zion for you. And then we could make another deal like that. He's stacking up his leverage. They go over there to kill Zion. When I tell you that was such an awesome scene, you talking about getting your ass whipped where somebody is throwing you through. Zion was, first of all, they rung that door. Zion grabbed Braden first, pulled him in there. He was messing them up so badly. You getting thrown through walls? Somebody throwing you through walls? Yeah. That's some stuff right there. Throwing him through the wall. He jumped on Tariq, was choking Tariq, almost took Tariq to the king. I said, damn, he about to kill. And then Braden hit him. Then Tariq managed to get some of the glass and stab him up a little. That got him down a little bit. Then he took the gun to him. And then, in true TV fashion, Zion says something about Carter. Oh, you in Carter's pocket too. See, now y'all know Tariq is clever. Tariq heard that. Now he knows how dirty this Carter is. That's gonna help him in the long run. I'm telling you, that's gonna help him in the long run. So that was that scene right there. I was sitting in my living room like, oh. That was an awesome scene right there. That action, getting knocked through walls and stuff. That's Zion. That was a good scene. That was an excellent scene. Meanwhile, you got Effie going over here to the Russians for Noma, because Noma told her, listen, I need you to try to cut another deal with him. And then she's over there trying to sweet talk the Russians. But then remember, Carter was asking Monet, who is the connect? Where's the connect, the supplier of the people you stole? So Monet tells this lie. Oh, it was the Russians. That's what she said. So now that makes Carter and his crew go raid the Russians to try to get to the lead Russian. And when they do that, big shootout ensues. It's crazy. I thought Effie was about to get killed, but she didn't. She didn't get killed. And she makes it out alive. A lot of blood is shed. And the detective Tate notices one of Carter's men shooting someone and also taking money. And he starts putting two and two together. And I'm like, oh, here we go. And that was crazy. So he says he's noticing things like that. He saw that. I said, here we go with that. That was crazy. And then we have Felicia confronting. Y'all following? Felicia's confronting Diana. And she says, I told you. And I'm like, what's the difference? I told you to kill Zion, because she looked on the camera. Clearly, she had a camera in the safe house where Zion was standing. I told you to kill Zion. Why you sent Tariq, and what did you say to him? And Diana was like, look, get on up out of my face, this, that, and the third, whatever. And now Diana was scheduled to meet up with Tariq anyway. So this nasty cop woman attacks Diana, and she starts punching her and kicking her in her stomach. The girl is pregnant, and she's like, I own you. Kicking the hell out of that. I never been so disgusted in my life. I hate Felicia. Felicia, I hate you. I hate you, and I hope somebody get your ass. And you see this good work that y'all do, that was pure evil. She's going to unravel. I can't wait for her to get hers, because that pissed me off badly. What she did to Diana was disgusting. That was disgusting. And then this whole corrupt thing that they doing, that was totally disgusting. So now back to Detective Tate. He decides he wants to tell Carter what he saw and how he's putting two and two together, saying, listen, this same dude had the guy, he put, what's the name, Drew in jail, and the other guy's in jail, and then he magically dies. He starts putting the puzzle together, and I'm sitting there like, you about to die, dude. Shut the hell up. But he's still talking. And then Carter tells him, we're doing the Lord's work. We're doing God's work, man. Such and such. And instead of him going along with it, I'm like, you about to get killed. Why would you be like, I need to think about it and look disgusted? Why you going to do that? I need to think about this. Oh, yeah? He gave him time to think. Carter said, oh, okay. You go. Pop, pop, pop. Killed him. Says, see, you should have just listened. You should have just listened, because we're doing God's work here. Now, Carter, you ain't doing God's work, because now you're going against your own thing, because now you're killing innocent officers. So I can't stand Carter. I can't stand Felicia. I can't stand Carter's crew. And it's like the writing on here is so clever and good, because people that I was hating before, now I'm rooting for, because I was annoyed with Diana a few episodes back. Now I'm rooting for her, and I'm like, wow. So that's that. Rest in peace to Detective Nate. And then we go back to Tariq going to meet up with Diana, and he's ringing her phone, and he sees that she's down in the all and laying in the garbage. Poor girl is unconscious, and he's like, "Somebody help me!" And the episode ended right there. But what a great episode! My emotions, it was just up and down. It was really good. But I have questions, y'all, on what's going to happen next. What's going to go on between Tariq is going to get revenge for what happened to Diana, and more than likely she probably lost this baby too. You know, that was terrible. She gonna get that revenge. Also, Noma's daughter, Ayana, that's her name, right? What's gonna go down with that? You know, that situation. It's getting good. There's so many twists. What's gonna go down with that? Will she find out about what her mother is really about? Because she had this whole conversation with Tariq, and she was telling about her father being killed, and Tariq knows it all. Tariq is gonna come out on top of this whole thing. You watch. He's clever. He's clever. So I thought this was a great episode. Monet, what's going on with what's going to happen when Monet finds out what happened to her daughter? She might go for blood too. See, it's either going to be Tariq or Monet that's going to go after that cop. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. But I thought this was a great episode. We got so much going on. We got there's so much going on. It really is so much going on. It was a good episode. I can't wait for the next one. Tell me your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video.